Well, Rise and Grind DMV, happy Sunday. We are waking up to those chilly temperatures across the entire area. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast coming up.
And this morning on DC News Now, a man is dead after he was shot by officers in Howard County, Maryland. What investigators say led up to the shooting, that's coming up. And the skies and roads will be packed today for one of the busiest travel days of this holiday. It's underway, what you can expect as you hit the roads and catch that flight. And it's Football Sunday. The Washington Commanders looking to bounce back from a 3-game losing streak. What the team needs to do to beat the Tennessee Titans.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey there, good morning. Thank you for waking up with us here on DC News Now. Your time, it is 8 o'clock. I'm Tosin Fakile. Welcome to the start of a new month and the last month of the year 2024. Can you believe that? It's Sunday, December 1st, and it's a really cold start to your day. Let's send you outside with a live look right now. You're taking a look at Reagan National. This is DCA in our region as one of the busiest holiday travel days is on its way. If you're flying in there or flying out of there, you can expect the airport to be packed. The good news is, at least if you're leaving from here, you have nothing to worry about weather-wise in terms of precipitation of any sorts. It's just really cold.
Yeah, very, very cold.
Are we still below freezing?
No, we have warmed up a little
Warmed
bit.
up.
Yeah, warmed up. We have warmed up just a tad bit, but those feel-like temperatures still feel below freezing when heading out. So yes, if you plan on hitting the roads today, like me, you want to make sure you have the heat on in the car because today it's going to be a chilly day. The good news is it's not going to be as chilly as what we saw yesterday. So take a look at this warm up, Tosin. We have now gotten to 33 degrees. Just to give you a perspective, 2 hours ago we were sitting at 31 degrees, which is why I did the air quotes around warm up. But yes, 33 degrees right now in the nation's capital, 37 though as you head over there to Lexington Park. Still fairly chilly as you head further off to the west, out towards Woodstock. You guys are sitting at 24 degrees right now, 29 as you head over there to Hagerstown. Frederick right now coming in at 25 degrees. But you factor in those wind chill values, yes, it still feels like below freezing here in the nation's capital. Feels like 30 degrees in DC. It feels like 32 degrees in Lexington Park. It feels like 27 degrees there in Cumberland. And we're not the only ones that are dealing with this chilly air at this hour. It feels like 18 degrees right now in New York City. So if you plan on heading north, be mindful of that. It feels like 21 degrees right now in Philadelphia. And then heading out towards Chicago, Columbus, even portions of the Midwest. It feels like the single digits. So keep it here. We'll talk more about this cold and what to expect, Tosin, coming up.
All right, Brittany, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. 8:02, we begin with breaking news. Maryland's Attorney General's office is investigating a fatal shooting involving Howard County Police. Investigators say officers were called to American Faro Lane for a domestic disturbance just after 3 p.m. yesterday. They say body camera footage shows the officers found a woman on an upper ledge outside the house and a man at a window inside the house with a lung gun. Investigators say 2 officers fired shots after the suspect repeatedly refused to drop the weapon. The man died at the scene. Officers found multiple shell casings from an unknown weapon and several firearms at the scene. This is according to officials. They say it's unclear if the man died from shots fired by an officer or the suspect's own weapon. Maryland Attorney General's Independent Investigations Division is investigating the shooting. Coming up on 8:04, tributes continue to pour in for the Virginia pilot who died in a plane crash last week in upstate New York. Suk Kim lived in Springfield, Virginia, and was flying a small plane transporting 3 rescue dogs from Maryland to Albany. He and 1 dog died in that crash. Another dog was rescued with 2 broken legs. A 3rd dog is still missing. Kim's family says he was a husband and father of 3, including his daughter, 16-year-old Leah.
Was so happy that he was able to help these animals, and it was something that he just couldn't stop doing. He would make several of these flights and flights of these nature a week. Every time an opportunity arose for him to be there, he would be the first one on it.
Oh, she is such a strong girl. The animal hospital in Connecticut, where the injured puppy was treated, says the puppy had a successful surgery to repair his 2 broken legs. In the district, police are investigating a deadly crash involving one of their cruisers in Northwest. D.C. police say an officer in an unmarked car was driving along Columbia Road when a motorcycle hit the side of the vehicle. This happened at about 4 a.m. yesterday morning. The person on the bike died at the scene. Police are reviewing nearby surveillance footage of the crash. The officer involved is on administrative leave following department policy. As Thanksgiving holiday travel winds down, today is expected to be one of the busiest travel days, ramping up as people continue to return home. AAA predicted about 80 million traveling at some point the entire holiday and just over 71 million driving this Thanksgiving holiday. Now, if you're driving back today, you may want to leave soon, and that's because AAA says the worst time to drive today is between noon and 6 p.m. If you're taking to the skies, TSA is expecting to screen more than 3 million people today at airports across the country. Now remember to get to the airport at least 2 hours before your flight. 8:05, one Montgomery County girl is among holiday shoppers trying to cash in on the sales for gifts this season. But as DC News Now's Dave Laval tells us, she's not shopping for herself, but hoping to help others this holiday season.
I saw a lot there, and it was really heartbreaking.
Annabelle Lee is only 12 years old, yet her spirit of giving goes way beyond her age, especially this time of year.
Merry Christmas!
Lee hosted her annual toy drive at Big Lots in Montgomery Village. She's collecting new toys for children in need around Montgomery County, especially at the Crisis Center.
I saw how they had used and broken and not fully put together toys, and I felt that they should have something better than that.
Lee spent some time there following the death of her father in a 2016 motorcycle crash. He died shortly after deputies returned Annabelle to him when they tracked her to Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, you are cool.
Annabelle's mother, according to investigators, took her there during a custody dispute. Annabelle stayed at the center while she waited to be adopted by her paternal grandmother.
Merry Christmas!
Lee organized her first toy drive in 2019. She's had plenty of help since then, including those at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. One of the deputies who helped her was a good friend of her father's. The agency has since become a second family to her.
She has a special place within the Sheriff's Office for sure.
Annabelle's efforts filled 2 U-Haul trucks like this last year. She and her elves have no doubt they'll do the same this year. The 6th year of the drive has Annabelle showing no signs of slowing down her efforts.
The most rewarding thing is that I could bring joy to the world where there's so little.
In Montgomery Village, Maryland, Dave Laval.
Thank you.
DC News Now.
What an amazing young girl. Annabelle tells us she'll collect more new toys at Big Lots in Montgomery Village today from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. She'll also be buying gifts next weekend. Good luck to her. Let's get out and help her help others. 8:07, local DC vendors got the chance to shine at the Small Business Saturday Black Market Creatives Showcase. The event at Anacostia Arts Center in Southeast highlighted local Black-owned businesses, artists, and entrepreneurs. One organizer hopes the event encourage young people in the community to express themselves.
Important to just expose our community and young people, anybody really, that the opportunities are out here for you to be able to set up a business, present your art and what you're doing. It's spaces for that, so that's the goal.
Organizers say since 2016, over 100 local Black creatives have used this Small Business Saturday event to showcase their talents. All right, it is football Sunday, and the Washington Commanders will play the Tennessee Titans here at home. The Burgundy and Gold looking to bounce back from 3 straight losses. So how can they do it? Well, Craig Hoffman from the Team 980 is breaking down what they need to do to get back in the winning column.
Yeah, I think the biggest key to victory is just get out early. Whatever you got to do, throw everything at the wall early, because if you can turn the Titans into a drop back passing team where you can get pressure on Will Levis, he's not going to be very good. This offensive line is getting better for the Titans, but there's still some weak points, and Levis holds the ball forever. So I guess number 2 would be, no matter what the score is, get pass rush. They can have a nice little drive, break off a couple of runs. They try to pass the ball, got to get the sack. Got to stop the drive right there because Will Levis will hang on to the ball forever. And then offensively, let's go back to what we were talking about yesterday with Terry McLaurin. Terry is so key to what Washington does, and Dan Quinn loves to talk about, hey, we gotta get energy, we gotta bring our play style, all this, our attitude. Who does that? Terry McLaurin. Get the ball in his hands, let him run through somebody, and find ways early to do that. I think Cliff will. My guess is he also will probably line him up in some places that he typically doesn't. Like, he'll do some of the things, not because he's responding to the criticism, because they're good ideas. And he's done that a couple times this year to try to get things going, and then they fall back into their offense that has worked for them the wide majority of the year. So get up early, get the ball to Terry, and sack Will Levis, which is easier. Actually, it's actually not that hard, but you got to make those count.
Those two keys and my favorite, get up early, get the ball to Scary Terry. Let's do it, Commanders. Let's bring home that win. The Commanders will be at home in Landover for this game. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock, and you can catch more analysis of the game with our sports team on game night tonight at 11. Brittany, I've been wondering, I'm like, is it time to hit the panic button with 3 losses? So I'm really hoping the Commanders come home with that W today. But if the fans who won't be out there running on the field, if you want to get warm today, you need something other than beer. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the beer would probably warm some of the fans up, but hot chocolate, maybe some hot tea, something hot in your system, because yes, it's going to be a cold day out there. The good news is it's not going to be as cold as what we saw yesterday. So temperatures right around kickoff expected to be in the lower 40s, but those feel-like temperatures will be in the 30s, mid 40s right around halftime, and then by celebrations, that's when we start to see those temperatures dipping back down into the 40s. Mostly cloudy skies will be the trend, but again, those feel like temperatures, that's what you want to dress for. They'll really struggle to get out of the lower 40s today. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast and what to expect heading into that 8th day coming up.